I'm Bernadeta. This is Language Assessment Project. Types of validity in language assessment. Types of validity. The concept of validity are divided into some detailed key concepts. They construct validity, content validity, face validity, respect validity, and criterion related validity. The first types of validity is construct validity. Construct validity is seen as a matter of statistical validation of whether a test has measured a construct. The concern is more to the relationship between test and the physiological abilities, traits, and constructs it has measures to establish the construct validity of a test. Statistically, it is necessary to show that it correlates highly with behavior that one might accept it to correlate with or not correlate with significantly. Key elements of construct validity. The first, theoretical alignment. The test must align with the theoretical framework of the construct. For example, if the construct is language proficiency, the test should include tasks that reflect various aspects of language use. Example, reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The second, statistical validation. Construct validity is often established through statistical methods, such as correlational studies. If a test designed to measure language proficiency correlates highly with other recognized measures of the same construct, like standardized proficiency tests, it supports the test construct validity. The third, convergent and discriminant validity. Convergent validity refers to how closely the test correlates with other tests that measure the same construct. High correlations supports construct validity. Discriminant validity ensures the test does not correlate too highly with measures of different constructs of, for example, a language proficiency test should not correlate strongly with a test of math skills. The fourth, hypothesis testing. One way to establish construct validity is by testing hypotheses about the relationship between the construct and observable behaviors. For instance, students with higher language proficiency scores should perform better on tasks requiring complex language. The last, factor analysis. Another statistical method, factor analysis, can examine whether the test items group together in ways that reflect the underlying construct. For instance, items measuring different components of language proficiency. Example example, grammar, vocabulary, should form distinct factors within the test. Example, in the context of language testing, if a test aims to measure academic English proficiency, construct validity would be demonstrated if the task includes tasks that assess key components of academic English, such as reading comprehension of scholarly articles, writing argumentative essays, and understanding lectures. If students who perform well on these tests also perform well in academic settings that require English proficiency, it would further support the test construct validity. The second types of validity is content validity. Content validity, Anastasia in 1982 131 defined content validity as essentially the systematic examination of the test content to determine whether it covers a representative sample of the behavior domain to measured. According to her, there are some sets of guidelines to establish content validity. In the context of language assessment, consider a test aimed at evaluating academic writing skills in English to establish content validity. The test should cover all relevant aspects of academic writing, such as structuring essays, developing arguments, using correct grammar, and referencing sources. Experts would ensure the test doesn't over-emphasize grammar to the determination of essay, organization, or critical thinking, keeping all skills proportionally represented before creating the test. A clear definition of academic writing skills should be formulated, followed by a, blueprint that specifies how many questions or tasks assess each aspect of writing. The third that of in types of validity is face validity. Face validity is refers not to what the test actually measures but to what it appears surfacely measures. Face validity concerns with whether the test looks valid to the examined who take the administrative person who would decide on its use and two other observes. Fundamentally, face validity concerns with report and public relations. The fourth was back validity. Westback validity is here turn impact of the test on the teaching and learning that it. Lexiconic validity has the difficulties of precisely determining what if it's to be measured. A suitable criterion for judging thing might that uh, at the rate which they satisfy students, teachers, and others users to test results. The last criterion related validity. Criterion related validity. This validity concerned with the essence to which task scores correlate with suitable external criterion of the performance. It might be seen through empirical monitoring whenever the candidate's future may be affected by the test results. Part 2. Make a test for C-test. Thus, complete the missing words. You will get 1 point for each correctly restored words, 0.5 points for virtually correct example grammatical errors, and 0 points if the word is incorrect or missing. Question number 1 is topic traveling, and the question number 2 topic technology. So for scoring guides, in here calculate the total possible points based on the number of words students need to complete. For example, if there are 20 words with missing parts in each text would have a maximum score of 20 points, making a total of 40 points for both texts. Proficiency levels: excellent 36 to 40 points. Students demonstrate to high level of language proficiency with excellent vocabulary and grammar. Good 28 to 35 points. Students has a strong grasp of language but may make a few minor errors. The third is satisfactory 20 to 27 points. Students shows a reasonable command of language with some errors, indicating intermediate proficiency. The last needs improvement below 20 points. Student has significant gaps in vocabulary or grammar, indicating the need for further practice.